Hi, and welcome back to Stop Being Sold. My name is Michelle, and I'm here with Brian. And in this video, we're covering what you need to know before you cash out your Roth IRA or you take out a good sized chunk of cash, and specifically what you need to know to avoid paying the 10% penalty for an early withdrawal.
Yeah, you're right. Obviously, it's not ideal to touch your retirement savings, but sometimes your Roth IRA is the only resource you have should you need cash for emergencies, to cover basic living expenses because you lost your job, or because you need money to put for a down payment for a home,
Yeah.
right? Whether you need the money for an emergency or just to purchase that home or land, it's critical you know the Roth IRA withdrawal rules so you don't end up with a smaller amount withdrawn than you expected.
Plus, I don't know anyone who wants to give the government an extra 10% of their hard earned savings if they don't have to.
Not this guy.
No, not at all. All right, Brian, so let's get to it. If someone wants to cash out their Roth IRA or take out a substantial chunk of it, what is the first thing that people need to know?
Okay, first things first. The rules allowing a Roth IRA to be 100% tax-free and penalty-free are very firm.
Okay.
Hold the account for more than 5 years and be age 59 and a half or older. Now, if you're under 59 and a half and you want to withdraw all or some of the money from your Roth, how much you have to fork over to the government for early withdrawals is determined basically by how long you've held that account.
Okay.
And that amount is 5 years. You've got to hold it for 5 years. Remember that. If you've had your Roth IRA for 5 years and you're under age 59 and a half, you're still going to be penalized by 10% by the IRS. Okay. But remember this, your contributions are always free from taxes since you deposited after tax money into your Roth IRA. However, you will be paying taxes on the gains you made, plus pay the 10% early withdrawal penalty on them gains.
Okay, so Brian,
Not on the contributions.
real quick. So if, let's say, my Roth IRA, just for ease of purpose, had $10,000 in it,
Mhm,
and 9,500 of that was what I contributed. So those
mhm.
$500. So I'm going to pay taxes on the $500, and then I'm going to pay a 10% penalty on the entire $10,000 amount. Correct?
No, the penalty's only going to be on the $500 because they can't penalize you or tax you on your original contributions.
Got it. Okay, and this is for Roth held for under 5 years if you're under 59 and a half.
You're exactly right.
Okay.
So
All right.
now
So I know
there are
I was gonna say there's exceptions to the rule. You want to get to that?
right. There are some
Okay.
exceptions. And if you
Okay.
meet these exception requirements, you may be able to avoid the penalties, but not the taxes. IRS still wants their money
Of course.
in these following situations. Let's say you use the withdrawal up to $10,000 lifetime maximum to pay for a first-time home purchase. That's very common. We see that quite often. Let's say you use the withdrawal to pay for qualified education expenses, or you use the withdrawal for qualified expenses related to a birth or an adoption, or you use the withdrawal to pay for unreimbursed medical expenses or health insurance if you're unemployed.
Okay, so that's for that. Those are exceptions for people that have held that account for under 5 years. Let's get to those of us that have had a Roth IRA account for more than 5 years, but are still under the age of 59 and a half.
Yeah. Okay. So for that situation, your earnings will not be subject to taxes,
Okay.
and you will not have to pay the 10% IRS penalty if you meet one of the following situations.
Okay.
Back to the same thing. Use the withdrawals up to $10,000 lifetime maximum to pay for a first-time home purchase, withdrawals to pay for qualified education expenses, qualified expenses related to birth or adoption, or you use the withdrawal to pay for unreimbursed medical expenses or health insurance if you're unemployed.
Okay, so to recap, if you're over 59 and a half, you can take out any amount you want without penalty or taxes.
Correct. That's the sweet spot.
Got it. Okay. And if you're under 59 and a half, the key piece is to hold the account for more than 5 years, because then you won't have to pay taxes on those earnings. And if you qualify for an exception, you won't have to pay that 10% penalty, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And
But if you don't qualify, then the 10% penalty.
penalty applies. Exactly. The
Okay.
sweet spot to remember is 5 years holding the account and be over 59 and a half unless you qualify for an exception. This is truly one of the best places to take any needed funds from.
Yes, I agree. I just did it myself and I could not agree more. Now I understand why you love that Roth.
It's just one of the benefits of to me, I like using it as an emergency savings account for this specific reason. and
Right.
start contributing as soon as possible to it. Because look, if you need to pull funds out, at least it's there. Plus, while it's sitting there, you still can invest it and try to earn money from it. So,
Absolutely. Okay, here's the deal. If you're wondering whether or not you should still be funding your retirement right now in this crazy economic environment we're in, we're going to put a video we did answering this exact question. It's in the pinned comment and the description below. Do check that out and hit that like button. Help us grow this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Brian and I put out videos on the daily that help you make the best financial decision for your future. So subscribe, hit that button, just hit it right now. And also, if you have questions, comment, leave us comments, leave us questions. We're always making videos answering those. So,
definitely.
Brian, anything else before we wrap it up?
No, that's it. I really love the Roth, and this is just one of them certain circumstances why.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. And thanks so much, Brian.
You're welcome. Have a great day, everyone.